finished 12th out of the gate at St. Petersburg, or let me change that. 11th at Barber and a 12th at Belle Isle 2. Then some issues for Zach Veach. And you've had your eye on Zach for most of this session.
Yeah, and that's exactly where Alfonso Solis went off the track actually yesterday. So that's turn 13. And only caught the tail end of that, but proving a troublesome spot there. And Zach Veach, I mean, this isn't ideal for him, but he's providing us with quite the show here in this session because he is all sorts of loose, and I think now it's probably gone to that sort of downward spiral as we get a red flag here. It's one of those downward spiral moments where if the car isn't behaving the way you want and you don't back up your driving accordingly, then stuff like this is going to happen. But he's just lucky he didn't hit a barrier there.
Red flag conditions now as they'll have to get Zach Veach restarted. This red flag comes out with 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in this session. Preparations continue for the KOHLER Grand Prix here at Road America.
Firestone presents legendary drives. Super speedways, short ovals, dry tracks, wet tracks, concrete or asphalt. The IndyCar Series is the ultimate test for a driver. And being a driver that can adapt to anything means having a tire that can do the same. That's why we build Firestone tires to handle it all. Because if they can endure all that, well, you can bet they'll bring you to victory every day. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone, the tire that drives IndyCar legends.
From the Firestone broadcast booth at Road America, this is the Verizon IndyCar Series.
Anders, you've had an opportunity to look at the replay as we're waiting to get Zach Veach refired, get him back underway as the time's winding down on this final practice session.
Yeah, and it actually looks very, very similar to Alfonso Solis Jr., the moment that he had going through turn 13. And again, the cameras don't really do it justice, but it's actually a fairly significant uphill, and then you go over a little bit of a crest there right as the car reaches peak G-loading. And if you have any sort of oversteer whatsoever as you're coming into that peak, the moment when the car gets light over the crest, it'll snap around on you. So it's one of those things where the car is just so light and difficult to keep under control there. But again, very, very lucky to not hit the barrier.
Wickens, Hunter Ray, Pagano, Rossi, and Rahal, the top 5. Dixon, Veach, Hinchcliffe, Bourdais, and Power, the top 10. Sato is 11th. Jones, Newgarden, Andretti, and Piggott, the top 15. That's quite a ride.
It is, and it actually just started as a minor moment coming into the corner, and then he just overcorrected it, and the moment he got over the crest, then the car was just gone. So,
and with the amount of heat built up in those tires, I mean, they dirty up in a hurry. Look at that.
And then he tries to spin it around, but I think he just loses the clutch paddle as he spins the car around and stalls the car there. So, almost able to get away with that one there, Zach Veach, but boy, oh boy, yeah, that's not a fun place to go off. Once you go off in turn 13, you're just kind of